Hey folks, Carl here and welcome to this What's in the Box, and this time we've got something rather amusing. Oh yes. Shaky fingers. Okay folks, so here we are. I told you it was something amusing. This one's by Amusing Hobbies and it's the British tank destroyer, the FV215b and in brackets a 183. So here's the box and it is kit number 35A008 and we are in 1/35th scale. So the box, there's not a huge amount on this box. There's a few of the CAD drawings on the side. It gives you a bit of information. It looks like there's some photo etch at least, and I believe there's some metal springs because I believe this suspension may very well be active, and it's all single link tracks. This side of the box, nothing special, just the kit number, same picture as the front. This side, a little bit of information about what the box contains and another CAD drawing, and again this side is exactly the same, and on the back we have a nice plain white box. So that is the box. Not a huge amount on the box. I do quite like the box art though. I don't think I am going to be doing this in the desert. I want a nice muddy, well, not overly muddy tank, but I'd like a dirty tank. So we are probably going to do this in either a green or something like that, probably an olive drab or something. So inside the box, I'm not going to touch anything inside there just yet. I'm just going to have a quick look. So yeah, it's a very full box, so I am going to go and debag all of this stuff so you don't have to listen to the crinkle crinkle, and we'll be back in a moment. Okay folks, that is everything debagged, so we are going to take a look. We're going to start with the one thing that is still in a bag, and that is the tracks. So huge bag, single link tracks, loads of them. I think it's almost 100 per side. So yeah, 100 single link. I'm hoping we don't need to glue these, and then we'll have a nice flexible track to do with as we see fit. But we shall see once we have a look inside the destruction book. So yeah, fun in a bag. Okay, next we have the bucket and the upper hull. So you can see there's the bucket. Not very big, not a huge amount of detail on this. Size, it's pretty much just the guides for where the wheels are going to be mounted. There's probably more detail on the bottom than there is on the sides, so we're never really going to see this. So that is the lower hull. Looks quite small. Then we have the upper hull, which is here, which you can see there's going to be one very large tank. I haven't got a tank near me to put it up against so we can see the size difference, but yeah, this is one big tank for 1/35th. Yeah, so not a huge amount of detail on this either. The detail that is there is nice and sharp, crisp, no flaws as I can see. It's really quite nice. Huge injector pin marks here. I really do need to get my teeth in. So that is the lower hull and the upper hull. So we'll put these to one side and we'll get onto the sprues. So 9 sprues in total. We have the first set here, which are 2 sprues that are identical. So on here we've got the drive sprocket, and the tensioning wheel. We've got some of the smaller detail. It looks like things like hinges for the doors and things like that. And we've got, I'm not sure what they are. It looks like parts of the exhaust and bits and pieces. We've got some of the hand tools, which on the picture, on the art, didn't look like this had any hand tools on it. So there's an added extra. So yeah, 2 sprues that are identical. So we get 2 shovels. So that is the first 2 sprues there. Again, the detail is, it's minimal, but it is super sharp and super crisp. Absolutely no flash on either of those whatsoever. Very nice. Next we have 4 sprues that are identical. So we have 1, 2, 3 and 4, and they are all identical. And on here we have obviously all the wheels, the suspension. We've got a set here with the springs in case you don't want to spring load it, and then we have the parts here that we can put together and make it spring loaded so that actual suspension is active on the tank. So I think we shall do that when we come to build it. So yeah, 4 sprues, all exactly the same. There's a couple of hatches on there as well and some other bits and pieces, and again the detail isn't massive. If you look on these ones that they've got the springs already on, the detail isn't amazing, but it is pin sharp and pretty good. So, and the same for those, whatever those may be, we'll find out when we build it. So yeah, 4 more sprues, all exactly the same. Get those out of the way, and now we are on to the larger sprues, and we shall start with not that one, not that one, this one. So this is the one of the larger sprues. We've got the side skirts on here. Looks like we've got some sort of stowage boxes and stuff here, and we've got the gun mount in the front of the tank there. And again, we look at this back section here, not a huge amount of detail, but really good detail. And on these here as well, really is very sharp. And again, I cannot see any flash on any of this stuff at all. Really nice. So that's that one done. Okay, next we have, looks like more of the side skirts here, and looks like we've got parts of, we've got the front and the back of the tank here. What else do we have that we recognise? Looks like we've got some hatch stuff here. Looks like a couple of little exhaust pipes here. And again, pin sharp detail. And can we see any flash on this one? Nope, none whatsoever. No flash on this at all. A really nice model so far, or at least a really nice model on the sprues so far. And this is the last sprue. So here we go, and you can see, look at the size of that turret. That is immense compared to the other stuff that I've been building. Huge. We've got the gun mount here, and we've got the gun itself here, which thankfully is one piece. It's a slide moulding, I think we call it. I don't know. I'm not au fait on all that stuff. We've got the machine gun on top, and the gun belt, some more stowage boxes, other little brackets. Those are really quite small and nice detail again. Turret detail, again, not a huge amount. Don't get it in the camera. Not a huge amount of turret detail on there, but again, pin sharp, absolutely perfect moulding, I would say. I suppose we'll see it in more detail as we actually start to build it. And we've got the hatches and some other bits and pieces. So that is all the sprues. So what else are we getting in the box? We've looked at the tracks. We do get the metal springs there for the suspension, which we will use. We'll see if we can get it to work. And then we've got a very small amount of photo etch, but that is more than enough for me. I am not a fan of photo etch. Yeah, but practice and practice and practice, and you should hopefully get better. And decal sheet. Now it looks like we've got the Desert Rats symbol there, and I don't know what the cross keys are, but I think the fist is 8th Army. I think, I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to double check. So there we go, that is everything that's in the box apart from the instructions, which are right here. So here we go, FV215b. So is there any bump about the tank, any information? So the front of the book is just the warnings to read properly before you start anything. The kit contains small sharp pieces, so try your best not to eat it. One, it doesn't taste very nice, and two, you might damage yourself and it's not advisable. So open that up, and yes, there's no information on the tank itself, so it might be a quick Wikipedia. I just thought I'd check the back, see if there's anything on there, but nope. It might be a quick Wikipedia read up on the FV215b to take a look. So pretty standard instruction book. We've got all the sprues there and all the other bits and pieces, and we start off as always with the lower hull, building up the suspension. So yeah, you've got the choice of using the moulded one or using the two parts with the spring in, so we will be going for that one. Next page is wheel construction, and then mounting the wheels onto the suspension, getting the arms, getting the drive sprocket and the idler wheel in place, building up the front panel of the lower hull, putting it in place. Oh look, the actual idler wheels are mounted onto the plate that slides on the back. I've not seen that before, it's usually part of the bucket. Next page is starting the lower hull, upper hull, getting the things mounted onto the upper hull. So there we have the first part of the photo etch, which I believe is all of those parts on top there. So it looks like they wrap around the back underneath the main turret, so that should be quite nice, have that extra little bit of detail. And of course it's building up all the little bits and pieces, stowage boxes, mounts, hatches, all that stuff on there. And then moving on to the turret itself, it looks like there is some bits and pieces mounted on the inside. I didn't see any clear parts. It seems a bit strange to mount things on the inside of the turret that you're never ever going to see. Maybe they poke through slightly. We shall see when we come to build it. And of course, if it is something daft and stupid, as always, I will show you on camera what the idea behind it is. Yeah, building up the turret, it looks like you've got the smoke launchers and everything on the side. Continuing with the upper hull, we can have it so the hatch will open and close if we want to without it being fixed in place, so we'll probably do that as well. Finishing on the upper hull, oh my goodness gracious me, finishing off the upper, I'm doing it again straight away, finishing off the turret, getting the gun mounted, the machine gun that is. Next page is getting the main gun built and mounted. And then it's onto the tracks. I was wondering where the tracks were. So 98 track links for each side. Wow, that is a lot of track links. Now it doesn't say there whether they should be glued or not. Have I missed it? Rushing through this book really quickly. I don't think I have. Nope. So, to glue or not to glue? I suppose that'll be the fun part when we come to actually put them together. I may very well do the tracks first and have a look. We shall see in episode 1 when we come to film it. So yeah, that is the book, and of course the only colour call out is the desert yellow, which I don't think I am going to do. I'm going to do a green, a British green. So there we go. So that is the manual. So there we go, that is this, what's in the box, done. So I am going to start prepping, start building, and as always I will see you in episode 1. Any issues and problems, we'll film it and go through it. So there we go. I shall what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I shall see you soon. Be good, be safe, and as always, keep making models, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta!